any doubt as to where we are and what month it is? Take a look at this. It's cold. It's wet. It's rainy. It's Seattle. But what more would you expect as we get to week 14 of the NFL on Fox? The Seattle Seahawks looking to stay alive in the AFC playoff picture, hosting the Dallas Cowboys out to win their third straight game this season. Hello again, everyone. I'm Kurt Menefee, hanging out this week with Ray Bentley. And Ray, you take a look at this story. This week, at least, it is rain. It is water, both on the field and in the Seattle backfield, as in Waters.
That's right. Ricky Waters will start today. Sean Alexander not going to start. That was a tough decision that Coach Mike Holmgren had to make this week, but he made it because he feels Waters gives him more options on offense, and in particular in the passing game. The other thing, Waters is a fiery leader for the football team, and they're looking for a spark is Seattle to make a run to the playoffs. Now, in order to make that run, Holmgren said, hey, my quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck, has to be better. You can see he's been a little better, but he's got to take care of the football and still make the plays down the field.
You can see by the numbers that Hasselbeck has gotten better as the season has gone on. Same story for the Dallas Cowboys and their rookie quarterback, Quincy Carter, who since coming back from that torn hamstring is a perfect 2-0.
2-0 and a legitimate 2-0 is the Cowboys are really getting production from the quarterback position with Quincy Carter in there. He's throwing the ball well, 194 yards passing last week. That was a career high, and now he's also a threat to run the football, and that could have a huge impact today. Quincy Carter worked very hard while he was injured. They changed the way he grips the football, so he's a changed quarterback. Now, with the inclement weather today, the run game is going to be the key. And when you have Emmitt Smith, I don't care how old he is, you have a chance.
Sounds like the Cowboy running game against the Seattle running game, and we haven't even mentioned that it's the return of Joey Galloway to his former team.
Seattle weather today. Ain't nothing but a little Seattle weather today, man. It's good to see the people up here. The reception I'm getting ain't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The fans didn't even boo when I ran out. They don't love me no more.
The new Dremel cordless rotary tool. With 9.6 volts of power and over 150 available accessories. It's so versatile, you just can't live without it.
Can you see what's so special about the Braun Synchro? It's the first shaver whose head moves from side to side, so it captures more hair and cuts closer. Only it moves so fast you can't see it, but you can hear it. And to keep it feeling like a new shaver every day, here's how to clean it.
When someone took his pride,
I got beat up in front of my daughter.
Joe Shepard took a stand.
You took something of mine, I want it back.
Now, his future is taking shape.
Been waiting for someone to drop that jerk.
You man! His legend is taking off.
They named a sandwich after me.
Oh.
And everybody is taking cover. Tim Allen.
Looks like you're hanging with the cool kids now.
Joe Somebody.
Nice hair.
Rated PG, Friday.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, this season, the Seattle Seahawks still playing their game at Husky Stadium on the University of Washington campus. Of course, next year, they'll move to their brand new stadium, but no matter where they play, this is Seattle weather in December. 46 degrees. The old feels-like temperature, 26. Not only is it cold, it is rainy, it is wet, but what about this field? It's the only field turf in all the National Football League. We go down to our third member, Tim Ryan, for a little information on this field.
Thanks, Kurt. Guys, the story down here, the driving rain, as you can see, it hasn't let up since Friday night. How will it affect the field today, and what shoes will the players wear? I talked to several Seahawks before the game, and the fact is this field plays the same whether wet or dry, so it looks like your standard grass cleat, guys, will be the shoe of choice for both teams today. Fellas?
Nice hat, Tim.
Yeah, get him a towel down there. I mean,
Dave Campo, in his second year as the Cowboy head coach, has the team off to a 4-8 record this year. Winners of 2 straight over Washington and the Giants. And this week, in preparation for the rain. He said the weather was perfect in Dallas for it. It rained and was cold.
And they brought him outside in that rain to practice, and he felt that his quarterback, Quincy Carter, handled things very well.
They also took him over to one of the high schools, South Lake Carroll, which has this same type of turf, so that they could get a feel for that as well. Mike Holmgren in his 3rd season with the Seahawks. They come in at 6-6. A win today obviously would be their 7th of the season, which is more than they won last year. Holmgren's only losing season as a head coach.
And 6-10 last year, but they're still fighting for a playoff spot, and that's what they're talking about is Seattle. And with a 6-6 record, they run the table. 10-6 should get them in the AFC.
Charlie Rogers, a dangerous return man, set to take the kickoff as the Seahawks have won the toss. Micah Noor kicking off for the Cowboys, and we are underway. Rogers from the 5-yard line. Gets it out to about the 29. A nice return of 24 yards on the play, and the Seahawks come onto the field first. There's that front line: Jones, Hutchinson, Tobeck, Gray, and Weiner. We mentioned that in the backfield, Ricky Waters getting his first start. He missed 8 weeks with a cracked bone in his shoulder, and Sean Alexander during that time tore up the league, including a 266-yard rushing game against the Oakland Raiders. Matt Hasselbeck is the quarterback. On first down, Hasselbeck's in the air. Goes up top, Darrell Jackson. That's good enough for a first down out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 13. This Cowboy defense has played hard and strong all season long. Zellner, Noble, Myers, and Ellis up front. The linebacking crew, Orantis Grant making his first NFL start, replacing the injured Marcus Steele. And in the secondary, Edwards and Hawthorne, the 2 corners, Teague and Woodson, the safety. Waters alone in the backfield on first down. His first carry. Can't get outside at all. Dexter Coakley going to stop him. Maybe a yard pickup on the play.
And they try to get Waters outside with a lead blocker, pulling the guard Hutchinson right off the bat and test out the perimeter of the Cowboy defense. And that's really, to me, the strength of the Cowboy defense, because the linebackers they run so well. And you got a guy like Coakley in there who can go sideline to sideline. And then I also think Dat Wynn's a guy who can get across the field all over the place. And Orantis Grant is a very athletic linebacker.
They bring in Bobby Ingram as a 3rd receiver. Ricky Waters again. Slips through that first line out near the first down marker. Finally stopped by Lynn Scott. Only after pickup of 8.
This is a nice job. This is where they're going to hit this hole right here. And watch the linebacker entry. Dat Wynn's got to come up into that spot, and he's got the backside. And he just misses the tackle in the hole. And that's Ricky Waters breaking arm tackles. And if you can get him going, like I said earlier, a fiery leader is the type of player he is. He can really put this team on his back and get them rolling.
He did get the first down. Holmgren says he brings a whole new attitude to this entire team. Waters going in motion. Darrell Jackson. All the way down inside the 20. Dwan Hawthorne and Mario Edwards stopped him after a gain of 27.
Watch the position. He's going to get it inside. He makes that cut inside. It's just too much room. Hawthorne gives him way too much room, and Jackson cuts that route off. And the timing is perfect. That was a great throw by Hasselbeck to hit Darrell Jackson in stride.
Jackson with a big game last week against the Broncos. 4 catches, 104 yards.
Surprised the Seahawks going through the air in this drive.
Ricky Waters keeps it on the ground. Oh, that's the Ricky Waters they want to see. Hits the hold and then spins his way out for a pickup of 8.
Watch this, the collision between the linebacker up here. Grant's going to come up, and he is going to hit Max Strong, the fullback. Watch this collision. Wham, right there. And even though Grant won that battle, what he did was he made enough room for Ricky Waters to cut back inside and pick up necessary yardage.
This season in the red zone, you see the Seahawks right about the middle of the pack in the NFL. Cowboys showing blitz. Ricky Waters down inside the 5. That's another Seahawk first down. Darren Woodson on the stop.
And Woodson had to come all the way from the backside to make the tackle because the blocking at the point of attack over here, the point of attack, the blocking was outstanding. Here's Woodson. He's got to chase this thing all the way around to make the tackle. That's excellent blocking at the point of attack by the right side of that Seahawk line.
Ricky Waters, 4 carries for 26 yards. First and goal from the 4. That's the fullback, Matt Strong, still pushing. No signal from the officials yet. Strong going to be marked down just inside the goal line.
Here's the goal line. You got to get the ball across that thing, and Strong, you can see he's working. Boy, I thought he got in. I mean, it's hard to see in that massive humanity, but it looks to me that Max Strong's at the bottom of that pile in the end zone.
Well, you saw most of the Seahawks thought he got in as well. But the guys in the striped shirts are the only ones that count.
You see the ref holding the ball under the towel right there, right up pre-snap to keep it, because it is raining, and it's been raining since we got up this morning.
Inches away. Ricky Waters plows his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, what an impressive drive by the Seahawks. They came out, they threw the ball in the first play of the series, and then they went with a couple of runs, threw the pass again, and then mixed it up, and then punch it in on the goal line. That's key to finish a drive with the running game inside the 5.
Ricky Waters with his first touchdown of the season. Missed all that time with the injury. Ryan Lindell on for the extra point.
Oh, and this is becoming a habit for the Dallas defense to be porous early on. They gave up a couple of scores early last week against the Giants.
And the Seahawks march down the field with their opening possession. Ricky Waters from a yard out, and they lead Dallas 7-0.
Food is violent and dangerous for young adults and cubs alike. The feast is a frenetic free-for-all, and the dominant male is...
Hey, the meat is mine. Oh, here. Case closed. Oh, no. It's good to have you home, sweetie.
Just go to Southwest.com by December 27th for Southwest Airlines $39 to $99 internet specials.
You're now free to move about the country.
Hey, be careful. Great job, son. Get the door.
Trying to save a little time this holiday season? MSN 7 makes your time online more useful every day. Sign up for 24 months of MSN Internet access and receive a $200 Best Buy shopping spree. Best Buy. This holiday, turn on the fun.
Doesn't Dad deserve a Norelco razor this holiday? Except no imitations. Give him the #1 selling electric razor, Norelco.
Behold Gandalf, the wizard. Behold Frodo, the hobbit. Now they're not just to behold, they're to be held. Now at Burger King, buy a Whopper value meal and get a Lord of the Rings light-up glass goblet, just $1.99 each. Collect all 4. The adventure begins here.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL, the official airline of Super Bowl 36.
VT. CBS. Back here in Seattle, Ricky Waters, the 1-yard touchdown run, his 78th in his career, which puts him all alone in 11th place all-time, breaking a tie that he had with the former Cowboy, Tony Dorsett.
And that was an impressive drive. 8 plays, 70 yards. And Waters 5 carries, 27 yards, including that last yard for pay dirt, where that Seahawk line just blew the Cowboys off the football.
And Hasselbeck was 2 for 2 passing as well, so the Seahawks couldn't look much better than they did on that opening drive. Short kick. Reggie Swinton takes it at the 13. Return of about 20 on the play. Alex Bannister with the stop. Cowboys take over their first possession. Quincy Carter in a 7-0 hole.
I made my decision.
Oh, he's so busted.
Oh, not okay. I want my steak medium well.
He's got his shoes.
Hello. Let me check. All right. 2:30.
things are amazing.
Introducing Dockers Mobile Pen.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California. Everybody's gone surfing.
Actually, everybody's snowboarding.
Surfing USA.
Especially in the Wasatch Backcountry, where the Wasatch Powderbird guides can fly you to snowboarding heaven, as long as you've got what it takes.
Visa, the only card accepted at the Olympic Winter Games.
And so with winter's coming, Santa's little helpers took up their hammers and set to work making the holidays happier.
So what'd you expect? Elves?
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of gift giving with special buys like these workshop workhorses. A Porter cable sander or Ryobi grinder, your choice, $35. And don't forget, Home Depot gift cards are always the right size. In-store or online, the best gifts come in a bright orange box. The Home Depot.
Fox tonight. Homer gets a Christmas present that's out of this world.
The word unblow-upable is thrown around a lot. That shows you what could potentially happen.
Richard Gere guest stars. The Simpsons. All new 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Well, during that offensive drive by the Seahawks, their offensive line pretty much had their way with the Dallas defensive front, didn't it, Ray?
They did. And look at it. They sit on the bench in the same order that they play down the line. Right down there. You got Tobeck in the middle. He's the center. And the left guard, the left side of the line's on the left of him. And the right side on the right side. These guys are, like, organized even on the bench.
Cowboys start at the 33. Emmitt Smith. Short 2-yard pickup. Levon Kirkland with the stop.
Go back to that touchdown, and it's really, I said they knocked him off the ball. You're going to get a double team right here, and this is on Michael Myers, and then the good block out here on Pepe Zellner is by Christian Fourier, the tight end. You got the double team, Hutchinson and Jones working on Myers, blow him right off the ball, and then Fourier puts Zellner 2 yards back in the end zone, and it's easy for Waters.
Cowboys 2 tight ends on 2nd and 8. Emmitt again, and Emmitt Smith going nowhere. Met right at the line of scrimmage by Anthony Simmons. And that Cowboys offensive line, one of the biggest in the league. Adams, Allen, Stepnoski, Garman, and Page. Ismail and Joey Galloway, the former Seattle Seahawk, playing his first game here since, of course, being traded back after the '99 season to the Dallas Cowboys. Quincy Carter, who last week was stellar in that game against the New York Giants, leading the Cowboys to a second-half comeback and a win. His first pass attempt, incomplete. Broken up by Kerry Joseph. Seahawks invested a lot of money in this defense. John Randall came over as a free agent. Levon Kirkland, same story from Pittsburgh. And in the secondary, they also brought in Marcus Robertson from the Tennessee Titans, trying to get older and stronger.
And I think they did on defense, and Mike Holmgren said he's very happy with those veterans that he brought in.
Well, they forced a 3 and out for the Cowboys. Micah Norris set the punt to Charlie Rogers. This one going to bounce. Luckily for the Seahawks, picks up a couple more yards before it's finally down. Seattle still on top by 7.
We're looking for the closest shave. Oh, not his. Couldn't get the tough spots. But he did. He got total closeness with the new Remington TCT, the only shaver designed to get the tough spots. With a unique system that first trims the hard-to-get hairs, followed by 3 flexing foils to cut even closer. And now introducing the new Remington Rotary TCT. More flexing action than any other. The new Remington TCT shavers. Total closeness or your money back.
Dentist will be right with you.
Thank you. Now you can go from drilling holes to driving screws in a snap.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, get the Firestorm with Quick Connect, built by Black & Decker.
The Zales exclusive half-carat diamond fashion ring for $149. There is romance in here. Zales, the diamond store.
He was a genius whose mind saw things no one else could see.
You are the best code breaker I have ever seen.
Who discovered a
dangerous secret.
I got myself into something.
Rolling Stone calls A Beautiful Mind one of the year's 10 best films. Academy Award winner Russell Crowe.
Brother.
Who?
From producer Brian Grazer and director Ron Howard. A Beautiful Mind. Rated PG-13 at select theaters Friday. There are things in life for which there is no explanation.
Something has caused these bugs to attack.
Fox tonight.
What's happening to me?
Let your fear take wing. The X-Files. All new at 9/8 Central tonight on Fox.
Hey, from the shores of Lake Washington, Husky Stadium sits right here. And I tell you what, if Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks were here, they certainly wouldn't be sleepless today. Perfect sleeping weather.
No doubt.
Man, you love that rain trying to catch those Z's.
Usually you see a lot of boats out there in Lake Washington. Just one or two out there have braved this weather for today's game.
Those are real Washingtonians. First down from the 25. Ricky Waters going nowhere. Det Nguyen met him right at the line of scrimmage.
This was just a great job by the defensive line of the Cowboys of holding the point. And that allows the linebacker to run in here. Watch Myers right here work the block and extend this thing outside. He just dominates it and just makes room for both Woodson and Nguyen to come up and fill the hole. And that's a good job by the defensive line. They've done a great job in here with Noble and Myers inside.
Seahawks with 4 wide receivers in. Hasselbeck being chased. And that's something that Mike Holmgren liked about his abilities when he made the trade for him to get him from Green Bay. That running ability, he picks up 17 yards on the scramble.
Yeah, and he didn't have a whole lot of luck because you're going to see every receiver is going to get out in the pattern. All 5 are going to go out. And so the coverage is excellent by the Cowboys. They rush just 4, but you see everybody's out, but everybody's covered up. So what Hasselbeck does is he sees the opening right here, and he's going to go hit that. That was good coverage. Hasselbeck turned it into a big play for the Seahawk offense.
Well, they go with 4 receivers again. Why not? Ricky Waters this time. Look at Ricky Waters push the pile all the way to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on the run.
And I like the Seahawk plan. Here we go. We're going to spread them out. You got receivers all over the place, and then you run the draw. And when they're spread out like that, and you get Ricky bouncing off the pile, now he's got nothing but north and south room. And when he gets ahead of steam, he's as good as anybody. Now, he's lost about 20 pounds, he said, taking kung fu lessons. And it just has helped him, though. His strength has increased, but he's lost body weight.
Said he took those lessons with his wife, Tanji. She's the one that actually got him back into it. First down from the 40. Hasselbeck escapes. Still can't find a receiver and throws it left-handed and it's gone.
Oh, man.
What a catch, Corin Robinson. What a play, Matt Hasselbeck. Not the way you draw it up, but they'll take it.
Well, he's amphibious. He can swim with either hand.
I was going to say, on a wet day like this, that's probably good.
Ambidextrous is more like it. He threw that ball left-handed. Watch Hasselbeck. He's a righty. He's going to get the ball in his left hand because that's really the only thing he can do. And then you got Coakley playing a little tip ball and getting it out to Robinson. That's one of the most amazing plays I've seen all year. You don't draw him up quite like that.
Hey, it's good enough for 9 yards. Ricky Waters, the more traditional play, getting the first down, looks like. Go back to that play and take another look at what happens to Hasselbeck after he got rid of the ball.
Here's where he switches hands, and now Pepe Zellner's got him right in the headlights, and that hurts. I tell you what, Zellner's, he's a big man, 270 pounds, just landing on you.
Let's keep in mind that also Matt Hasselbeck has a dislocated left shoulder. He says it affects his mechanic. Of course, he's right-handed, but the way he threw that ball with the left one and then went down hard on it, that may be something to watch as the game goes on.
Big split by the tight end here. That means pass. Or run.
Ricky Waters into the open field. Another Seahawk first down. Down to the 16-yard line. Another 13-yard pickup.
This is the crack sweep that is part of the West Coast offense. And you see the extra split. And the reason Fourier does it this time is to get room to create the down block. See him come down there, and now he seals it. And then there's your crack right there. A nice job of the receiver coming down. That's wide open. And the Cowboys expected this play coming. They talked about it in our meetings with them, but they weren't there to stop it at that point.
Well, that's something the Cowboys don't need to see. That's Greg Ellis, their leading sacker, who's injured.
So you're a sports fan considering DirecTV? Consider this. Buy a DirecTV system from Blockbuster, and you'll get more than free professional installation, more than great DirecTV sports coverage. In fact, now you'll get much, much more. Get free game and movie rentals for a year when you buy a DirecTV system at Blockbuster. When you think sports, think Blockbuster. Bringing entertainment home.
Sorry. Do that screwdriver too?
I'm in.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Right at that.
Pliers.
Make it a Bud Light.
Same old, same old. I'm going driving.
Porsche has always been.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Porsche, what only a Porsche brings to driving. By the Remington Micro Screen-Free TCT Shaver, a totally close shave even on the tough spots. And by DirecTV, the #1 satellite entertainment provider.
Well, Greg Ellis being helped off the field. Good to see him walking off mostly under his own power.
He got cut late in that play by Fourier, who was blocking him, started up high and ended up low on him, and Ellis got his leg caught underneath him and bent in an awkward angle.
Seahawks with a first down from the 16. Max Strong, the fullback. Take a look at how Ellis went down.
Here's Greg Ellis right here, and he's going to get a block coming from the outside in by Fourier. There's Fourier working and working, and what he ends up doing is going down late, and see how he caught the ankle and the knee bent up underneath right there.
Greg Ellis has been the Cowboys' best defender this season.
Yeah, we're running the ball very well.
Ricky Waters with another run. Dallas stops this one. Pickup of maybe a yard on the play. Michael Myers on the stop.
He runs right into Myers and Dexter Coakley, the linebacker. Watch right here. They're going to try and pull the center toe back. He's going to try and get over here and lead this thing. See him try to get around the horn, and they had a slant stunt right into it where Michael Myers was coming down on the slant, and that opened things up. Excuse me, it was actually Brandon Noble coming down on the slant, and that freed the linebacker up.
Seahawks with their first third down of the game. 3rd and 3 from the 9. Hasselbeck towards the end zone. Penalty markers on the play. Pass intended for Christian Fourier. Well, that's going to be a pass interference call going against the Cowboys. I think it's going to be on Orontes Grant. Tony Corrente, our referee today.
Offside. Defense, number 94, lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal. First down.
So it's going to be an offside instead against Michael Myers.
And here's Michael Myers, and he's outside. But look at this. This is a Tulu Mealy, the tight end. And you never see a tight end out that wide in a 3-point stance. But there he is.
So they don't get the pass interference, but they do get the first down. 1st and goal from the 4. Fullback Matt Strong again, and Strong going to get maybe a yard. Cowboys right there to stop him again. Pepe Zellner, the first guy to hit him.
The Seahawks have had a lot of success just running straight at this Cowboys defense.
Yeah, they've gone right in the middle every time.
Right into the A gaps, and that means that Max Strong has seen a lot of action. That's his third carry, and you know, Max Strong, he doesn't really get a lot of carries, just 11 on the season coming in. But they feel like they've got something going on right up here, and that's where they're shooting it.
On second down, fade pattern to the end zone, broken up nicely. Pass was intended for Corin Robinson, but Mario Edwards batted it away.
Good patience by Edwards, because he never really got into that hand fight with the receiver Robinson. And Hasselbeck just throwing it up there, throwing up a fade, and you see they're kind of both just jockeying a little bit, and then Edwards had the patience to reach up and slap it away just at the end. Very good defensive play. You see they always look back to the officials. Is he going to throw the flag?
Just to make sure. Third and goal. Darrell Jackson goes in motion. They fake the end around. Another pass to the end zone. This one incomplete for Fourier. So the Cowboys defense stiffens up from the 4-yard line.
Here's Christian Fourier, and he's just going to take a step inside and run straight to the corner. And really, he never looked back. He wasn't the intended receiver. They were trying to sneak Ricky Waters in. He was the back, and they tried to sneak him back in from the other side. And that's a nice job of the linebacker of just staying in his zone and getting in front of there. And Hasselbeck really had no way to get it into Ricky Waters.
Ryan Lindell has struggled of late. This is a 22-yarder. You expect it to be a chip shot. And it is. He puts it through, so the Seahawks take their first 2 possessions of the game, get a touchdown and a 22-yard field goal from Ryan Lindell for a 10-0 lead.
For everything she means to you, and everything she ever will, the 3-stone necklace for your past, present, and future. A diamond is forever.
Check this out. Bob here needs a car. Whoa. How about a pickup? A black one. With a place for my butt.
Autotrader.com. Over 1.5 million used cars, make it the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
Need a loan? Oh, yeah.
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
Can you see what's so special about the Braun Synchro? It's the first shaver whose head moves from side to side, so it captures more hair and cuts closer. Only it moves so fast you can't see it. But you can hear it. And to keep it feeling like a new shaver every day, here's how to clean it.
Here are some cookies.
Kerry Collins of the New York Giants, working to help the United Way build stronger communities.
Got chicken here for you.
So the Cowboys have been unable to keep the Seahawks out of the scoring column with their 2 possessions. A touchdown on the first one, a field goal on the second. It's 10-0.
And it's lopsided. I mean, and that's the physical nature of the game. The Seahawks have been dominant. They're hammering the Cowboys right now.
They run 20 plays against the Cowboys, 3 on offense. Reggie Swinton. Well, Isaiah Kasovinsky just stopped Swinton dead in his tracks. Well, Saturday kick off your NFL weekend a day early with a Fox NFL special. Donovan McNabb and the NFC East leading Philadelphia Eagles take on Jeff Garcia and the 49ers team trying to stay in the race for the NFC West title. Coverage begins Saturday at the special time of 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, only on Fox. Look at the difference in the ball control between these 2 teams so far. This is the Cowboys' second possession. They started at the 33. Carter Quick pass out, intended for Joey Galloway, too wide, incomplete.
Carter was way off, and then Galloway, his name was announced, and he's getting his first course of booze, and he expected that. You know, it said coming into this game, I'm sure they're going to boo me. I get booed just about to every stadium I go, but I think there's a little special extra to the booze here because of the acrimony when he left a couple years ago.
Hold out of more than 100 days, basically forcing that trade to Dallas. Emmitt Smith on second down. Pickup of 4 yards on the play.
That's Levon Kirkland coming up and stuffing the hole. And we had a chance to sit down and talk with Levon. He said, hey, when I study for a ball game, I try to put myself in that running back's frame of mind and look at things, the view and the angle that he does.
Now, you're a linebacker, and you play with Buffalo and Cincinnati. What does that mean?
I wasn't quite sure. That's the first thing I had ever heard that. But, hey, whatever works for you. Levon Kirkland has one excessive imagination.
On third down, Cowboys need the 43. There's Quincy Carter scrambling for the first down and sliding. Gets out across the 47. Near the 48-yard line, a 10-yard pickup. Yeah, 10 yards and the first down.
And this, to me, is going to be the difference for the Cowboys offense today is the elusiveness and the running ability of Quincy Carter. And there's a nice slide. You're going to be safe if you're going to slide it in that far. But that's one thing that you really have a hard time defending against. You don't ever want to really commit one man to spy the quarterback every time. And I know the Seahawks have that in their package. It takes a defender and a pass rusher away. You don't want to live by that.
First down from the 47. Smith and Emmitt into Seattle territory. First time the Cowboys have been there all day long. Out to the 42-yard line. Going to be another Cowboy first down.
Emmitt Smith has great vision. You're going to watch right here. Watch Chad Brown. He's going to come inside. He's going to get inside too far, and Emmitt's going to see that, and he'll be able to bust it outside. Now, Chad Brown thought he got held on this play, and maybe a little bit at the end, but what he did is he got his helmet and his leverage inside, and Emmitt saw it and took advantage of it.
Well, they moved the spot of the football back a yard, so he only gained 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. Carter. He's got the time going up top. Rocket Ismail broken up, incomplete. Willie Williams gets a hand in there.
Oh, and Williams was beat by a mile on the play. Rocket had outrun him, but the ball hung in the air too long, and Williams was able to make up the distance. I don't know if it's duck season or not around here, but Ismail had at least 3 yards on Williams early on in this thing. And Quincy knows he didn't quite air it out far enough.
Perfect weather for a duck in all this rain. Carter still looking for his first completion. It's 3rd and 1. Don't have to worry about it that way. On the keeper, Cowboys get the first down.
There's 2 schools of thought as far as running that quarterback sneak. You come up and you run it on sound, like the first sound or even no sound, where you try and catch the defense not ready to go. And then the other one is you go on 3 or 4 and you get them maybe to jump, or you get them where they can't hold their water, and then you get a free down that way.
Well, the Cowboys going to let that be the final play of the first quarter. Trying to put something together here on their second possession of the game. Seahawks took both of their possessions and scored on each at the end of the first quarter. Seattle on top, 10-0. Fox NFL Sunday will continue from Seattle after these words from their local Fox station.
Stop him at 5th Street. Maybe we can see the back.
The 911 Carrera. Drive one or admire one.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Every night, Eric Schmidt and Stephanie Fisher hit the streets.
Here in Beaverton.
Clackamas, Marion, Clark, OHSU.
They talk to dozens of people and bring insight you only have if you see things firsthand. Fox 49 News at 10 with Eric Schmidt and Stephanie Fisher. Anchors that know the story.
This local broadcast of NFL on Fox 49 is brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers, a network of protection. Proud to offer over 300 tire stores with one-store promise. If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it.
What helps Papa Murphy's win Pizza Chain of the Year? Dough made fresh daily? You betcha. The freshest quality ingredients? Always. 100% real cheese? Oh, yeah. But what really made it happen? You did. Because they know their pizza tastes best when it comes hot out of your oven. They make it, you bake it. It's that easy. Right now, pick up a super fresh Papa Murphy's family-sized chicken garlic for just $9.99. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. Pizza Chain of the Year.
Like twists and turns, you're in for the ride of your life. If you hurt my daughter, I will kill you. 24, all new Fox Tuesday.
Another rainy day in Seattle. I guess a lot of people still trying to work their way to the stadium. A lot of empty seats, but this game close to being a sellout. Wouldn't know it just yet from the stands, but it's still early. As we start the second quarter, Emmitt Smith on the carry. Emmitt dancing around beyond the first down marker. Excellent pickup by the Cowboys and Emmitt Smith as they try and keep pace with exactly what the Seahawks did there in the first quarter, Ray Bentley, and they really ran the ball down the Cowboys' throats.
They did. It's been a game that's been dominated by the Seahawks thus far on the ground, but now Dallas is cranking it up a little bit, and as I said at the top, anytime you've got Emmitt Smith, he can still do it, and he showed you on that last play, breaking 2 tackles, getting it outside. Now the Cowboys have kind of woken up here to start the second quarter. They're moving along, and they're in scoring position.
That looked like the Emmitt Smith of old, picking up 18 yards on the run. First down at the 24. Emmitt Smith again, this time stopped in the backfield. Chad Eaton.
Chad Eaton eating up Emmitt Smith. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats, and what really jumps out at you is this 6.2 rush average for the Seattle Seahawks. They've really gotten it done on the ground. They've also chewed up a lot of possession with their 2 scoring drives. They had the ball twice, scored a touchdown on the opening drive on the Ricky Watters 1-yard run, and then they had the field goal, the 22-yarder from Lindell, to take this 10-0 lead after 1.
Michael Wiley comes in to spell Emmitt Smith. Carter, his first pass completion of the day. Joey Galloway. Penalty markers on the play as well as Galloway fights his way down to the 15. While we check out the penalty, we'll check out JB and an update.
Hey, Kurt, ugliness in Cleveland forced the officials to suspend the game and leave the field for fear of getting hurt as the Cleveland fans reacting angrily to what they thought was a botched call against their team. Play was suspended. The officials did bring the players back to complete the game, a game that Jacksonville won. We will explain all the gory details coming up at halftime. Back to Kurt and Ray.
Well, Ray and JB, you know what you think of when you hear that? Sam Weiss.
Right.
You live in Cincinnati, you don't live in Cleveland. Now you see what he was talking about.
And Sam took some heat for that, but there you go. There's more evidence.
Tripping, offense, number 80, 10-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
Well, the penalty called on Reggie Swinton.
Well, what they had was basically a one-man screen where they tried to throw the ball out quick to Galloway. Now here's Swinton. He's going to fake run a route and then come back and try to make a block for Galloway. Here he's faking running his route, and now he's going to come back and make the block, and you see the back leg, his leg kind of kicked up, and that's what they're calling tripping, and I disagree. To me, tripping's a little different than that. That was more of a leg whip. If you want to call it something, call that a leg whip.
Negates the big play at 2nd and 22. There's Carter. Completes it to Darren Cheverini. Probably forced out of bounds. Ken Lucas, the guy pushing him out, but Cheverini with a nice pickup of 17.
Well, they flooded that zone over there, and they had Rocket Ismail deep back there and Cheverini at the next level, and it kind of put Lucas in between a rock and a hard spot, and he has to play deep to short in that situation. And it was good recognition by Carter to get it out to Cheverini.
So that officially Carter's first completion. Emmitt Smith back in on 3rd and 5. They got to get it to the 14. Carter scrambling. Too short for Rocket Ismail.
Quincy Carter wanted to throw the ball to Emmitt Smith on this one. I mean, that was his first option. Now, Ishmael's running the comeback, and now he realizes, all right, that first option didn't happen, and so now he's going to try and come back to the football, same as what Galloway did. But really, Carter was looking for Emmitt Smith, and Smith got locked up with Simmons, and Simmons made a great coverage on Emmitt Smith.
John Hilbert trying to get the Cowboys on the board. Going to attempt a 37-yard field goal.
Away.
And his goes through. So the Cowboys get on the board, taking their second possession of the game. Quincy Carter can't get him in the end zone, but John Hilbert gets him on the scoreboard at 10-3.
Reinvented Camry. Trust us, you're going to want one.
The Citizen Echo Drive. It never needs a battery because light recharges it. So, what will you do with your battery now that your watch doesn't need one?
Attention vegetarians, viewing discretion advised. It's the new Ultimate Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Piled high with 6 succulent meat toppings and now smothered in 6 kinds of cheese. Only $8.99. $8.99! The new Ultimate Meat Lovers Pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
Your duty today is personal courage.
Biggest fear is climbing down. Like a scary thing for me.
Today, Richard climbs Victory Tower. Once you get to the top, the view, breathtaking. Especially if you're terrified of heights. Log on and see if courage conquers fear. Only at GoArmy.com.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reinvented Toyota Camry. Get the feeling. By Lord of the Rings in theaters December 19th, rated PG-13. By the new Dockers Mobile Pant. And by Norelco for an unexpectedly close shave guaranteed. Put it to the test.
.12:42 left to go here in the first half in Seattle. Seahawks on top of the Cowboys 10-3 after the long field goal from 37 yards out by John Hilbert. Got the Cowboys on the scoreboard. Micah Norris set to kick off. Charlie Rogers will take it. Short kick at the 17. Tripped up. Keith Adams with the big trip. What they say in high school? How'd you like your trip?
Have a nice fall. Let's go back to that last third down play. And Quincy Carter, you're going to watch. He's looking over here, and here's Galloway right here. And it's going to be actually Wiley who comes out of the backfield. And that's where he's looking, but he kind of gives up on it. And now he's going to scramble outside, and there's really nothing over on that other side. He ends up throwing it to Ishmael. And here's Galloway right here talking to Carter after the end. Say, hey, stay with me a little bit on that.
Ricky Waters being chased around on first down. And Demetric Evans, who's in the game for the injured Greg Ellis, makes the tackle.
I think Demetric Evans is a good football player. And the reason he's not in there is because Ellis is so good, you know, as a starter, and Pepe Zellner's been good. But Demetric Evans, every time they put him in there, all the guy does is make good football plays.
He stops Ricky Water for a loss of a yard. Backs the Seahawks up to the 25. Cowboys coming on the blitz. It's picked up, but Hasselbeck has no one to throw to.
That's Izell Reese who came up and blitzed on the outside. And you're right, Hasselbeck had nothing to go to. And he was looking over there at Reese. Now here's Izell Reese, and you're going to watch. He's going to come in late and then peel off and take the hot man that he wanted to hit. And right here, that's the fullback, Max Strong. He's going to, hey, let me see if I can get it out to him. And Reese faked that blitz, and actually it's what we used to call a green dog, where you peel, where you come on the blitz, but if that receiver comes out, you peel with him.
Seahawks with 4 receivers. They've got to cross the 35 for the first. Hasselbeck's in trouble, gets rid of it, but not close enough.
Late flag, late hit on the quarterback, it looks like.
Well, they're actually calling it an incompletion, but let's see what the penalty marker is. That's going to be roughing the passer on the Cowboys. Byron Frisch may be the guilty party.
Yeah, Frisch slammed him down late.
Personal foul, roughing the quarterback. Defense, number 90, throwing to the quarterback to the ground needlessly after the play. 15 yards, automatic, first down.
Here's Byron Frisch right here. He's going to go inside. Noble's going to come outside on the stunt. And what's going to happen is Frisch is going to end up all the way around on the other side. And he gets there late, but watch this at the end here. Can't do that. That's just a dumb penalty.
Well, that's the Cowboys' 3rd penalty of the game, and they came in one of the least penalized teams in the league. So instead of a punting situation, Ricky Waters with the carry on first down. Picks up 5 yards before Mario Edwards stopped it.
And I don't know that last play what Dave Campo was upset about. It seemed like he was upset about the call, when in reality, in my mind, he should have been upset about the thing that Frisch did. That's just not a good football play. And he's been on the Cowboys as far as penalties, and they've been much better this season. You see this, just 5.2 per game. That's for 7th best in the NFL, and that's something that he talks about, little things that they want to take care of, and things you need to do to win. And that's the biggest one right there that he talks about, that and turnovers.
Seahawks call the timeout. We'll take one, too.
Happy holidays from your friends at Miller.
Ooh. Nice shot. Buffalo wings, $1 each.
$1 a wing? Ooh, how much for the whole buffalo?
You know something better for $1?
How about a 20-minute phone call?
Really?
Sure, dial 10-10-220, and all calls up to 20 minutes, 99 cents. 7 cents a minute after 20.
10-10-220 is cheap. Hey, the wings are on me.
Hey, man, quit blocking the plate. Sorry, dude, it's my job. Hey,
dial 10-10-220.
You practice all man, you're big leaguing me now. Yeah.
With this talking picture frame from Radio Shack, you can record your own message, so it's a great way to say Happy Holidays. Literally.
I love you so much, Mom. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, Grandpa. You're the best.
Thanks for being such great kids. Feliz Navidad. The talking picture frame. Just one of many cool gifts and gadgets that say Happy Holidays. From Radio Shack.
Get in the holiday groove with a new special, sure to become a family favorite, with the voices of Vanessa Williams, Gregory Hines, Eartha Kitt, and Patti LaBelle. Santa Baby at 8/7 Central tomorrow on Fox, presented by Coca-Cola Classic.
Well, Demetric Evans, the rookie free agent out of the University of Georgia, one of the many Georgia players on this team. They got Orontes Grant, Quincy Carter, of course, but Evans in the game right now getting playing time because of the injury that we saw earlier to Greg Ellis. From the 45, 2nd and 5. Jackson in motion. Cowboys coming on the blitz again. Hasselbeck, well, once again on the blitz, can't find a receiver open. Let's check in with Tim Ryan.
All right, thanks a lot, Kurt. Looks like Greg Ellis had a sprained right knee. They took him into the locker room, put some tape on it. He just ran back out here, guys. Looks like he's going to go in and give it a shot.
All right, Tim. Looks like football and hockey players. Just put some tape on it. You keep going.
Yeah, tape and aspirin to it if that's what you have to do. And that's the kind of guy Greg Ellis is. We had a good conversation with him yesterday, and he's a warrior. No doubt about that.
Seahawks got to reach the midfield stripe for the first down. Hasselbeck broken up, almost intercepted. We send it back to Los Angeles in another update with James Brown.
Hey, Kurt, take a look at what Green Bay is doing, trying to clinch the Central with a little bit of help and a victory, of course. Brett Favre tossing his league-leading 26-touchdown pass. That one to Donald Driver. It is now a 10-2 lead by the Packers. Back to Kurt and Ray.
Well, the Cowboys, or pardon me, the Packers could clinch the Central because they own all those tiebreakers with the Bears, having beaten them twice this season. That's an ugly punt from Jeff Fiegels, but he gets a good roll down inside the 5. Finally stopped there by Alex Bannister. Or after the ugliness, Fiegels gets 50 yards on the punt.
For the first time ever, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety subjected full-size pickups to their crash test, a test performed at even higher speeds than those conducted by the government. In the end, only one earned the highest overall safety rating. Toyota Tundra. When we say better from the ground up, we mean a lot better.
Get off the road! Quick!
He was chosen to destroy an ancient evil. The ring is yours.
I know what I must do.
This Wednesday,
Something draws near. I can feel it.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
his courage will lead them. The Lord of the Rings, rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday. Special midnight shows on Tuesday at select theaters.
How Red stole Christmas.
Oh, my God, I'm Mrs. Grinch.
As long as you're not Mrs. Tattletale, we'll be fine. That 70 show, all new at 8, 7 Central, Fox, Tuesday.
Taking a look at scores from earlier games in the National Football League. The Bears roll over the Bucks, and look at that, the Lions. Their first win of the season.
That was your stone cold lock, wasn't it?
I told you that was my lock of the week. Of course, that's been my lock of the week for about 6 weeks in a row. So. Jets taking care of Cincinnati. Kansas City a winner in overtime. New England beats Buffalo in overtime, and Jacksonville takes care of Cleveland. You saw the ugliness in that game. Of course, JB and the boys will have an update on that going up at halftime of this one. Troy Hambrick with the carry. Here's the playoff picture for the NFC. Now, the Bears at 10-3 lead the Central. Of course, Green Bay would go to 10-3 if they win today, and we said they own the tiebreakers with Chicago.
Right, you see Chicago did clinch a playoff berth, as did Oakland yesterday. Actually, Oakland clinched the division championship, whereas the Bears just clinched a berth into the playoffs.
Raiders have now won the AFC West 2 years in a row. After a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Pass almost intercepted. Boy, Willie Williams had a break on that football. And Quincy Carter's luckily wasn't picked.
Right, and it should have been picked. You know, here's what's going to happen. You're going to just get a hitch route where he's just running a quick out there. But what happened was Quincy Carter never looked at all. Never looked at any other way. He stared down the receiver Ishmael. And when you do that, a veteran corner like Willie Williams is going to make a jump on the football. And boy, that was close to going the other way for the Seahawks.
Michael Wiley in on 3rd down. Cowboys got to get it to the 16. Carter gets it there. Oh, the mobility of the young man coming through, as is his enthusiasm. First down, Dallas, 12 yards on the run.
I don't know how enthusiastic he was. He was mad that they didn't get the penalty. He thought he was safe. Here's what Carter, this is draw, quarterback draw all the way. He makes a good decision breaking outside, but watch, he's going to go into the slide, and he expects, hey, I shouldn't be touched now at this point. But nobody told, I believe it's Reggie Tongue this. And Reggie Tongue comes down with an elbow, and this is when Quincy Carter, he wants a call. He wants 15 more.
He gets the first down. Right at the 20. Emmitt Smith. Yeah, Emmitt's going nowhere. Reggie Tongue finished him off, but Michael Sinclair was the first guy to get it.
And Levon Kirkland's going to hate himself because he had a shot at Emmett in the backfield. Kirkland read draw right away. He's put himself into the mind of the running back. Watch him come up here. He shoots the gap, and he's got Emmett dead to rights. And he got his weight over his toes a little bit. And Levon's got a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight to get over those toes. He told us he's at 285 right now. Listed at 275, but he admitted he weighs 285, which us big guys know means he weighs 295.
And that's unheard of as a linebacker.
Carter going deep. Joey Galloway in a battle, broken up, incomplete. Ken Lucas, the rookie, right there fighting with him.
And again, Quincy Carter kind of hangs it up to dry, hangs that ball up for a while. But here's the rush. You're going to get a stunt by the Seahawks coming around, and then the pressure will come from right here. And that's where Carter has to step up. You see the stunt and then the one-on-one outside, a good bull rush out there by Sinclair. And that, I don't know if it affected the throw, but the throw hangs up just a little too long, and that enables both Seattle defenders to get over there.
Well, Lucas is yet to get up, and I think that ball hit him in the throat.
It may have.
I think that's why he's gasping for air right now. I think the ball caught him right in the throat.
It went right through the hands and got in tight on the body on him, but both Lucas and Robertson had a chance to make a play on a football.
The Citizen Echo Drive. It never needs a battery because light recharges it. So, what will you do with your battery now that your watch doesn't need one?
Japanese are expecting a war. Now on DVD and video, history comes alive.
We have to strike the heart of Japan the way they have hit us.
Pearl Harbor. Own it now on DVD and video.
So listen, could I call you sometime?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Great.
Here, my home number's on the back.
Excellent.
Hey, could I get that number? Yeah, me too.
$5 each?
Sure.
If life were like some internet providers, your personal information would go to anyone willing to pay for it. Switch to the #1 provider of the real internet. Call 1-800-EARTHLINK.
Getting the folks at Ask Jeeves to test the Norelco Quadra Action Razor should be easy. Hey, they're smart, right?
Will I get a close shave, signs, point to no?
This thing's gonna chew up my face.
But thanks to slots for longer hair and holes for short stubble, they got a close shave without the nicks and cuts of a blade.
Well, it's only been a few days, but I'm liking it.
They especially loved how easy it was to clean.
It needed a quick bath.
The Quadra Action has satisfied 99% of the guys who tried it. Except no imitations. Get America's #1 selling electric shaver, Norelco.
This Christmas, when the kids buy Bernie a dog, how are they going to hide it?
Oh, my Lord. That's foul. That's disgusting stuff.
I did that.
All new Bernie Mac Christmas at 9/8 Central, Fox Wednesday.
So far, Quincy Carter's been better with his legs than his arms, only 2 of 8.
Here comes a blitz.
He's got to get him to the 30 for the first down. Going nowhere, brought down and sacked. Terry Joseph.
Really, Carter had nowhere to go with it, and he also had nowhere to run because the Seattle Seahawks, they do a casino blitz where you're going to roll the dice. They got everybody's going to come on this. They're going to bring 7. All right, when you bring 7, now you got 4 guys that are going to cover. And look, here they all come. And now there's no running room. In the past, they've been rushing 4, and Carter's been able to slip through that and gain yardage running. Here, when you bring 7, every gap is taken, and there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Boy, that's partially blocked, I do believe. Micah Noor's punt, though, rolling out of bounds right at the Dallas 45. That was ugly, and I think somebody may have gotten a hand on it. Hey, you can get a hand on a full day of football action next week, beginning with the undisputed champion of pregame shows, Fox NFL Sunday. Then Brian Urlacher and the Bears look to stay in the hunt for the Central title, battling Stephen Davis and the Redskins, who look to stay alive in the playoff race. Or it's Emmitt Smith and these Cowboys looking to stop Jake Plummer and the Cardinals. Plus other regional action. Coverage begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, right here on Fox. Seattle starting at the Dallas 45. Hasselbeck Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Darrell Jackson.
Take another look at that punt. Find out who got in it, and Micah Noren got the hand on that thing. Well, I don't think anybody did. That's just a shank. And there was good pressure on it by Orlando Huff, but that was just thank you very much for Micah Noren.
Ricky Waters on 2nd and 10. Little stutter step for a 5-yard pickup.
This is always when you get elements like this with the rain and the wind. Kickers have a devil of a time. And here's Micah Noren out here early before anyone else was out here working, just trying to get used to catching a snap and where am I going to kick the ball, getting used to the wind and how it's going to affect his game. And it really affected him on that last punt.
Well, the distance was about the same as it was in those little boots kicks. Didn't get much more yardage on that last one. On 3rd down, beneath the 35. Hasselbeck under pressure and sacked. Byron Frisch. Well, one of the knocks against Matt Hasselbeck has been that he holds onto the football too long, and there didn't get rid of it, and it cost his team.
Well, he had Darrell Jackson wide open over the middle. Look at this. Here's Jackson right there. Look at this. Wide open over the middle, and he's still got time. Now, he had a little bit of pressure coming on him, but he's got to be ready to get rid of that football. And you got to get rid of the football. Yeah, you're going to take a hit to the chops maybe on occasion, but you got to hang in there and throw the football.
Jeff Fiegels with the punt. Reggie Swinton going to stay away from that one. Alex Bannister finally downs it, but back to the last play and that sack.
Well, here's Hasselbeck, and look at right here. He's got all day. Right there, he should have thrown the football. Even though, you know, Michael Myers was coming down at lower and at his knees, I still think you have to stand there, and just as you're going to get hit, let the thing go, because at that point, Darrell Jackson was wide open right over the middle of the football field, and that appeared to me to be where Hasselbeck was looking. I think he just panicked a little bit. And that's part of the youth. And Mike Holmgren was talking about him saying, hey, you know what, he's kind of performed a little bit like a rookie. And that, I guess, was to be expected, but they had really high expectations of Hasselbeck because he had done so well in pre-seasons, but he had never played in the regular season really to any extent.
Quincy Carter. Wow. Boy, was he met by Anthony Simmons. Another sack for the Seahawk defense. Second of the day for Seattle.
And I think it was Hambrick who was trying to pick up the blitz on Simmons, and he has no chance. Here he comes right there. There's Hambrick and Simmons, and that's just the old Olay move. Simmons, he's a good linebacker now. People don't hear much about him. Former #1 draft pick, very athletic guy, runs all over the field. He made a heck of a move on Hambrick to get that pressure.
Best unknown linebacker in the league, maybe. Back-to-back sacks on back-to-back plays for the Seattle defense. Emmitt Smith going nowhere. Chad Eaton wraps him up.
Eaton really solidified this defensive line for the Seattle Seahawks when they brought him in from New England. And he has really been an outstanding football player for him.
A local guy who grew up just up the road in Puyallup, Washington.
Here he is right here. There's Eaton. Now Simmons is going to come around. He's going to fill that hole, and Eaton's going to stay backside on it. See how he gets his body square again? They went to double team on him, and he had his shoulders turned. But what he did was got back square to the line of scrimmage, and now he can go either way to make a play.
Dallas needs to find the 26-yard line for the first down. Carter has time. Joey Galloway with the catch all the way to midfield. The first catch of the day for the former Seahawk goes 40 yards.
Here's Galloway, and both he and Ishmael are both running up the field. They kind of part ways, and then Galloway runs back into the post. It's a little corner post route is what he ran, and he created the separation, and Quincy Carter has time. Watch him step up, put a little mustard on this hot dog. This is a heck of a throw right here. Bam, that's perfect.
All the way to the 49 of Seattle. First down. Carter with another quick one to Galloway. Forced out of bounds by Ken Lucas. Short pickup of 5 yards for the former Seahawk, who really was the man during his days here in Seattle. 3 1,000-yard seasons and a fantastic athlete, showing his all-around ability against Jacksonville in '95, and then on the 86-yard end around set the franchise record for the longest touchdown run from scrimmage. But as we said, when Mike Holmgren came in his first year, had a 101-day holdout, forced the trade to the Dallas Cowboys. Seahawks got 2 draft picks out of it. And Galloway injured in the first game last year with Dallas, coming back this season. Well, they go to him for a 3rd straight time. That one goes through his hands.
Yeah, and that's just a bad throw from Quincy Carter. I mean, he threw the ball, which ran Galloway into the defender. And, you know, that's Lucas standing out there working on him. You want to throw that ball up towards the sideline to pull you away from the defender so you can't make a play. It's going to be a simple out route. And watch, the ball is going to turn Galloway back inside to Lucas. And so even if he does catch it, he's going to get popped immediately.
Cowboys need the 39. 3 receivers in. Kenyon Rambo in motion. Pass over the middle, incomplete, right through the hands of Rocket Ismail. And despite the big pass play to Joey Galloway, Cowboys going to be forced to punt.
And Quincy Carter read the blitz properly, and he went to the right spot with the football. It's just a bad throw. It was too high for Rambo, and he wasn't able to get it. Now here comes the blitz. You're going to have Simmons and Robertson both come off the weak side. So you throw the other way on it, and bam, he's got him wide open. It is Rambo, but it's just too hot of a ball to handle.
Rocket Ismail, actually, you expect Rocket to catch those.
My bad.
Oh, you expect him to catch him. There's another shank. Micah Norris kicking into a win, but it's not that strong. He gets 34 yards on that one. From 34 to 24, Fox Tuesday. The day gets shorter and the stakes get higher. The most exciting new show of the year kicks it up another notch. It's an all-new 24 Tuesday at 9, 8 Central, only on Fox. First team to 24 might win this ball game the way it's going.
First team to 10 might win.
Seahawks beginning there at the 10. Ricky Waters with a short pickup. Take a look at the rush yards, and the Seahawks really got off to that nice, strong start with more than 80 in the first quarter. And since then, they've kind of tempered just a little bit, and the Cowboys have gotten it going on the ground.
Well, the key to any offense is the ability to run the football. And, I mean, that's what gets your offensive line going. That's what gets those guys excited. It helps you dictate the tempo of the game. It also opens up your passing game. So, you know, you want to be able to run the football. And even if you got a big lineman like Chris Gray limping around, you still want to run the football.
2nd and 7. Hasselbeck. Ricky Waters upended by Dwan Hawthorne. And Hasselbeck had missed 6 passes in a row before that completion.
And Ricky Waters, this is part of the reason why he's starting ahead of Sean Alexander today, is just the things he can do as a receiver in the passing game. Now, that time he came out of the backfield and ran that quick 3-step flare route. But they also move him all over the place. They put him in the slot. They put him out wide. And he gives you a lot of different things in that throwing game.
He's in the backfield on 3rd and 3. Hasselbeck over the middle of the field and caught by Darrell Jackson. Tiptoes along the sideline out to the 39, a gain of 22.
And that's what I was talking about, hanging in there and making a throw. Because Hasselbeck's going to have the pressure again coming late. And he's going to find that guy open in the middle of the field. Right there is Jackson coming across. But that time he hung in there. He did take a hit at the end again, but he hung in there and made the throw. Brandon Noble, I believe, that got him just as he let it go. But that's what I'm talking about, a quarterback sitting in there and making a play.
Ricky Waters on 1st down. Look at him fight off the tackle. Picks up 5 yards. Darren Woodson still down right at the 41-yard line. Veteran Cowboy slow to get up.
Ricky Waters is a great run after contact runner, because he's always got things going on. His elbows are flying, his knees are flying high, and once you make contact, That's when Ricky really starts to do his business. And he's just an excellent run-after-contact runner.
Well, there you see Darren Woodson, still the Cowboys' only defensive link to the Super Bowl days.
I want a rematch. He stood up and became a hero.
Been waiting for 3 years for someone to drop that jerk.
Now, the guy that acted like a kid
Being the guy is not the answer.
will become the man everyone can cheer for. Tim Allen.
You talking to me?
Joe Somebody. Rated PG. Friday.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room. More people room. Or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
I made my decision.
Oh, he's so busted.
Not okay. One of my steak medium well.
He's got his shoes.
Hello. Let me check. All right. 2:30. Perfect.
Nice pants. These things are amazing.
Introducing Dockers Mobile Pad.
Darren Woodson down on the ground, and he just had a knee knock. And that was a crackback block. Bobby Ingram right here, number 84, is watching. Now watch this knee. That's the knee that's going to get hit knee to knee, knee bone to knee bone. Bam, right there. And it actually hyperextends the leg for Woodson. And that's why he's down on the ground there. That hurts. I'm telling you, you get and it's probably not a structural thing. It's just going to be a contusion or a bruise from that collision, that those bones hitting each other.
Let's send it back to Los Angeles and JB for another NFL game break.
Hey, Kurt, as you well know, huge NFC East battle between Washington and Philly. 67-yard drive of the Eagles capped with this Freddie Mitchell catch from Donovan McNabb, the rookie's first touchdown catch of his career. Philly on top of Washington by 1. Back to Kurt and Ray.
Well, this is the game that the Redskins can get right back in it if they beat Philadelphia today to get within a game of first place. 2nd and 5 for the Seahawks. Ricky Watters. And Watters going to cross the first down marker into Dallas territory, a pickup of 5.5. That's his 16th carry of the day for Ricky Watters. He's got 83 yards already.
Watch the patience that he has. Tobeck's the center, is going to pull outside, and watch him set up the block, and he didn't even have to. Tobeck's kind of swimming along the ground. He didn't even have to throw a block, but Waters on the cutback showed you why he's one of the best in his business.
2-minute warning.
Fox NFL Sunday, brought to you by Kay Jewelers. This holiday season, shop Kay Jewelers. Every kiss begins with Kay.
What do you give? What gift can possibly say thank you to your best friend, accountant and massager of shoulders and egos? You might want to start with these. Kay Jewelers Diamond Solitaire Earrings starting from only $99.95. And you can be assured of 2 things. First, the Kay Diamonds are hand-selected for exceptional beauty. And second, that you'll absolutely love them. Every kiss begins with Kay.
One blustery autumn Sunday, 2 warriors hunkered down in the fury of battle.
For the win. Interception.
With one crushing blow, momentum turned. As the stalwart Viking mounted a final aerial assault, the battered warrior could only watch his hopes of victory vanish. And in defeat, learned dignity and grace.
NFL 2K2. Rated E for everyone.
Are you tough enough to drive a Tacoma?
Ready? Coming up, 2 minutes away, the Visa halftime report. JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris with all the scores and highlights from around the league. And the Fox Sports Ticker will keep you updated with up-to-the-second stats.
Darren Woodson just came back into the ballgame.
Ricky Watters with another carry, 5 more yards, and he's at 88 here in the first half. And you know what? Sean Alexander has been the guy picking up 1,000 yards in the 9 games that Ricky's been out. But you know what? Now we understand why we haven't seen him.
Well, look at it. I mean, here he is up to 91 yards now, and we're just in the first half. And so it makes Mike Holmgren's decision to start Waters and head of Alexander a pretty good one. Woodson's going blitz on this one.
Greg Ellis also back in the game for the Cowboys. Hasselbeck. Incomplete, intended for his tight end, Christian Fourier.
Great underneath coverage on that play by Coakley. But we talked about Ricky Waters being in here, and he's playing this week. But Sean Alexander has been outstanding this season. I mean, you look at his 11 touchdowns, which leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns, and then 1,000 yards that he's rushed for in just 9 starts. You don't get much better than that. Coach Holmgren felt that Ricky Waters gave him a little bit more in the passing game, and then a little bit more as far as fiery, being a leader and getting the guys going, and Waters has done that.
They need him or someone to pick up 5 yards here on 3rd down. Too far for Bobby Ingram.
You see Dat Wynn had the underneath coverage, and he was a little upset with himself because Ingram ran away from him, but actually Wynn did a nice job of getting in the passing lane. See Dat Wynn right there, right in the passing lane. They forced the ball to be thrown out there just a little too far for Ingram to get it.
So Jeff Fiegels comes on to punt. Well, neither of these punters with strong afternoons so far. High snap and gobble. And Fiegels decides to throw it, almost completes it. And it's picked up by Tim Terry. Penalty markers down on the play. Now keep in mind that that's a live ball. He can throw it. But Fiegels is still down.
Oh, he got rocked. And I don't know, was that an incomplete ball? Did it hit the ground at the end of that play? Illegal man downfield.
So it won't
by
matter.
Seattle, so it's irrelevant. But oh man, did Fiegels take one in the chops?
Well, and once that ball hits the ground out of Fiegels' hands, he's live bait as well. He can be hit. There's no protection. Tony Corrente trying to sort things out while Fiegels, I think, trying to figure out where he is.
On the play, there were ineligible members of the offensive team beyond the line of scrimmage prior to the pass. This penalty has been declined. It'll be Dallas's ball, 1st down.
Yeah, because that pass was incomplete, so they decline it.
And you take it there at the spot, the 45-yard line, rather than letting them have another shot at punting it.
And that snap is right there in the hands. I don't think you can blame Darsh, the long snapper. That's right there in the face of Fiegels. He's got to make that catch. He's got to handle that snap.
And Pepe Zellner ready to take advantage of it.
I mean, that's one you should catch, in my opinion.
Here comes Pepe.
Oh, but you know, he's got the same rights as a quarterback. To me, that should be a helmet-to-helmet blow. And that should have been a penalty, in my opinion. That's roughing the passer. Of course, the Seahawks don't know what's going on. They're gonna take off rushing down the field.
Well, if Kerry Joseph makes the catch there, they're going to be close to the 1st down at least, but it slips right through his hands.
And then you'd have to enact the penalty flag. But I really think that, you know, this is a rule that's been changed this year where the kicker actually has the same protection as a quarterback in a situation like that. And so it very easily could have been and probably should have been called a roughing the passer.
Jeff Fiegels playing in his 221st straight game, most ever by a punter in National Football League history.
I'd like to take a look at my investments. Can Fidelity help me with some planning? Go through what I'm invested in, goals and so forth?
Of course. You know, now might be a good time to look at your entire portfolio.
Yeah? You can help?
Well, certainly. With Fidelity Portfolio Review, we can help you draw a complete picture.
Really?
Sure. Fidelity and non-Fidelity accounts, IRAs, 401ks, stocks, mutual funds, even the effects of taxes.
How do we start?
We'll meet in person or over the phone.
That's great. Let's get rolling.
For a free review of your portfolio, call 1-800-FIDELITY.
It is the Big Apple, but don't try and eat it. We're now entering the center of...
All right, cool. How you guys doing? Center as in dial down the center. That's right. Can I borrow that? It's the 1-800-CALLAK. AT&T. Guys are good crowd.
So, Dustin.
Exactly. It's free for you and cheap for them.
On every call counter.
Dallas from the 45 working with all 3 timeouts. 1:02 left to play. Quincy Carter can't get Jackie Harris, who can't pull it in with one hand. I think Fiegels was knocked out on this last play.
I don't disagree with you. I think he definitely gets knocked out. First of all, he has to go up, but he's got the ball, and then he takes his eyes off it just a little bit too soon and loses it. And then there's the big hit from Zellner, and it's lights out. But again, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and the NFL has changed the rules now. They protect a punter just like they would a quarterback in a situation like that, but there was no flag thrown.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz. Joey Galloway. Gain of 7 on the play. Under a minute left to go. And Cowboys trying to get a timeout. They finally get one. Their first timeout of the half. 46 seconds left to play. Dallas down by a touchdown.
It is the Big Apple, but don't try and eat it. We're now entering the center of...
All right, cool. How you guys doing? Center as in dial down the center. That's right. Can I borrow that? It's the 1-800-CALLAPPT. Guys are good crowd.
So, Dustin.
Exactly. It's free for you and cheap for them.
On every call counter, too?
Daar James van Kom de Gaya.
For collect calls. Save big bucks on every call. Just dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Cowboys head coach Dave Campo told us he thinks that this kid, Quincy Carter, is something special.
Hey, he said that's why he went with him as a starter at the beginning of the year. And he also feels like, you know, in order to learn, you have to play. Now, some guys look at it differently. They just soon have their rookie quarterback sit back and watch for a while. But Campo said he felt that Carter could handle it. So he let him play.
It's 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. Throws it to Rocket Ismail, who gets the first down and gets out of bounds. Nice play by the Cowboys for a gain of 9. Late penalty flag just flew in.
I don't know what happened late. It looked like maybe some extra blocking going on at the end of the play by the Cowboys. But that was a form of the old Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, that's a lateral, which counts as a run. So Ismail going to get a couple of rush yards if this play stands up. But it won't. That's going to be called against Dallas.
Yep. Yeah, I thought there was some extra effort at the end of the play. Not a good extra effort.
I didn't see the signal from Tony Corrente just yet. Did see him pointing in the direction of Dallas, though, so we'll see what the call is.
During the continuing action after the conclusion of the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense. Number 93. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
I think you meant 73, Larry Allen, because that's the guy who was down.
Correction on the number, 73.
There you go, big Larry Allen.
And what this play was is just a form of the old Statue of Liberty. Here's Rocket Ismail. He's going to come in motion, and he's going to end up going around here. And Carter's going to fake the throw just like you would in the Statue of Liberty and then dump it out there. And that is a lateral, Kurt, so it's a rush by Ismail. Now here's Larry Allen hustling down the field, and he clipped the Seahawk out of bounds late. See, here's big Larry Allen right there. And watch him get this done at the end. Now he just goes out of the picture, but see, to Larry Allen's, I guess, defense, he doesn't know that Rocket ran it out of bounds behind him. So he's still working. Right there he is, and he works on Marcus Robertson and kind of cleans his clock up over there on the sideline. That's a tough break, because Larry Allen's not a dirty football player, and he's going to play till the whistle, and that's just the way it is. But he's going to get after you.
Well, because that's a continuing action foul, the 15 yards tacked on after the first down. So it'll be 1st and 25 from their own 46.
Corner blitz.
Carter looking for running room, finds a little bit, picks up 5 yards on the play. Clock still winding down.
Billy Williams.
Carter gets his second timeout for the Cowboys. We'll take another quick break as well. 21 seconds left to go in the first half.
Fox tonight, one of the Simpsons is missing.
I did it. I found our dog. Now our Christmas is complete.
We were looking for Lisa.
Richard Gere guest stars, all new The Simpsons. Then it's that time of year again.
Yeah.
When Malcolm's family celebrates the joy of the holiday season. So gather your whole family for a Malcolm in the Middle Christmas special, guest starring Cloris Leachman. All new holiday episodes start with King of the Hill at 7:30, 6:30 Central tonight on Fox.
Well, the Cowboys think Quincy Carter can be double trouble so far today. Well, he has been. 27 yards on the ground, 70 yards through the air, but they'd like to see him do it more through the air here with 25 seconds to go in the first half.
He doesn't have time to run it in now.
Second and long, low snap. To the air and almost picked off. That was intended for, I believe, Joey Galloway. Ike Charlton, though, really the nearest guy there. And he plays for Seattle. That's not good.
No, that's not good. And it was not a good pass. And I don't know if Quincy's having trouble holding on to the football, but you're going to see Galloway come up and just run a little out route and just kind of sit there, and the ball is thrown inside. I don't know if Carter expected Galloway to break it inside or what, but this is just not a good throw. And he looked like he was aiming the ball. You know, you hear when they talk about the Little League pitcher, hey, just throw it, son, don't aim it. Looked like he was aiming that way.
Cowboys have to get it all the way to the 39 for the first down. Pardon me, the 29. So he's going to be short, even though Carter slides right at the 37-yard line. 14 yards on the run, still 7 yards shy of the first down. And he uses that final timeout for Dallas as they decide to go for the long field goal with 4 ticks to go here in the first half.
Well, you go for the long field goal, or do you throw one up in the end zone? I mean, you got 4 seconds left. Maybe you run the Hail Mary from there, because if you're going to try and kick a field goal, you're talking about a 55-yarder. Right?
Well, a 55-yarder into the wind and into the rain, so you're probably right. This more than likely will be a Hail Mary. Don't forget, we're 4 ticks of the clock away from the Visa halftime report. All the studio guys with all the scores and highlights, plus Fox Sports ticker and up to the second stats. And you know what I'm waiting to see, Ray, is I want to see exactly what happened in that Cleveland-Jacksonville game. We know that Jacksonville won the game 15-10, but if you saw the update earlier, fans throwing things onto the field,
ugly,
the officials stopping the game, running off the field. I want to see exactly what happened, and we'll find out coming up on the Visa halftime report.
Here they are. You got 3 receivers over on this side in that Hail Mary formation.
Galloway, Severini, and Ismail. And Carter goes that way. In the air, almost picked off, but broken up. Takes us to the half. That's the end of the first half. The Seahawks on top of the Cowboys 10-3. Fox NFL Sunday will continue with the Visa halftime report.
Fox tonight, one of the Simpsons is missing.
I did it. I found our dog. Now our Christmas is complete.
We were looking for Lisa.
Richard Gere guest stars, all new The Simpsons. Then it's that time of year again.
Yeah.
When Malcolm's family celebrates the joy of the holiday season. So gather your whole family for a Malcolm in the Middle Christmas special, guest starring Cloris Leachman. All new holiday episodes start with King of the Hill at 7:30, 6:30 Central tonight on Fox.
Every night, Eric Schmidt and Stephanie Fisher hit the streets.
Christmas tree lots like this one here in Beaverton.
Not only has this young Portland company survived,
They still drive up right next to the terminal.
Multnomah, Clackamas, Marion, Clark.
Here at the Waldorf Astoria tonight.
At OHSU.
They talk to dozens of people and bring insight you only have if you see things firsthand. Fox 49 News at 10 with Eric Schmidt and Stephanie Fisher. Anchors that know the story.
Traction ready. At Les Schwab, it means selection. In stock, over 500,000 snow tires being delivered day and night. Each employee dedicated to make sure you get the snow tires that are right for you. Studs or studless. Put them on snow wheels to save time and money. Change a complete selection. Featuring quick fit. Easy on, easy off. Batteries, too, for cold winter starts. Check your list and check in. Les Schwab, traction ready for you.
What helps Papa Murphy's win Pizza Chain of the Year? Dough made fresh daily? You betcha. The freshest quality ingredients? Always. 100% real cheese? Oh yeah. But what really made it happen? You did. Because they know their pizza tastes best when it comes hot out of your oven. They make it, you bake it. It's that easy. Right now, pick up a super fresh Papa Murphy's family-sized chicken garlic for just $9.99. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. Pizza Chain of the Year.
Here are some opportunities for you to get involved in your community.
This Get Involved calendar brought to you by IHOP.
I'm Stephanie Fisher. Join me weeknights on Fox 49 News at 10.
The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
And welcome to the Visa Halftime. Those of you watching this game, we're going to get you caught up on all the action. Dallas and Seattle Seahawks right now on top 10-3. Ricky Waters got to start looking good thus far. Huge NFC East battle. Redskins and Eagles playing tight. 7-6 Eagles lead it. Titans, Steve McNair playing extremely well, up by 5 over the Packers. Dolphins and 49ers. 49ers right now blanking the Dolphins by 14. That one in the third. Buccaneers and Bears. Bears punch a playoff spot. First time since '94. Lions and the Vikings. Lions get their first win up into the Vikings. Lions and Panthers have the same record, 1-12. Teams they both beat, Minnesota. Broncos and Chiefs, overtime affair that the Chiefs win it. And the Colts and Falcons, boy, talk about a high-scoring affair. Peyton Manning looks sharp in that victory by Indianapolis. And Tom Brady now 9-3 as a starter. The victory by the Patriots today. Jets had to come from behind, trailing 14-3, win it over the Bengals. Folks, there was an ugly and unbelievable affair that took place in Cleveland. Terry, take it away.
All right, I'll do my best, JB. 4th and 2, Browns driving down by 5 to Jacksonville. Now, notice, there's Couch's pass to Morgan. That's a first down. Ruling there. They mark the ball. Watch this. The refs come up, mark the ball, first down. Okay, Couch under center to spike the ball. Spike it to kill the clock. 1, 2, there. Clock stopped. Now, there's the referee, McCulley on your left. See him right there? He now ruled incomplete pass and then realizes there is a official's challenge. He looks down, but the point is, no coach's challenge. This is an official's challenge. It is now with 2 minutes remaining in the half. This is the responsibility of the officials at the game site. Therefore, now they're going to review the 4th down pass to see if it was complete. They will review it. They will rule it an incomplete pass and give the ball back to Jacksonville. Now, the rule states simply this. Once Cleveland had run a play before the play was challenged, that play by the rule cannot be challenged. And it is null and void.
And that's when the Browns fans go crazy, throwing bottles on the field. The officials suspend the play, leave the field, take the players off the field. More than 25 minutes elapsed before the commissioner said the play had to be continued. They came back out more than 25 minutes later. Jacksonville had 2 knee downs, and the play was completed. Jacksonville wins it. Chris, how in the world can the referees justify that when a play had been run?
According to NFL.com, referee Terry McCauley claims there was a breakdown in the communication system, and that's the reason they ruled the way that they did. But I've got to tell you, JB,
that's pretty vague.
I see a referee and a replay official covering their own butt. They screwed this one up. They absolutely messed up this call, and when they did, they went back and covered their tracks with the way they handled this situation. The ball should have belonged to the Cleveland Browns on the 10-yard line. First down. They had a half an hour to get it right. They had communication with the league to get it right. They did not get it right. And there are a couple morons sitting in the stands for the Cleveland Browns as well, too.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, Keenan McCardell, who was with the Browns in 1995, when the announcement was made after the final game that the Browns, in fact, were moving, had torn the stadium up, he said he'd never thought he'd see that kind of performance out of the fans again, and he did. And in 1974, the Cleveland Indians had to forfeit a game versus the Texas Rangers because the fans stormed the field during 10-cent beer night. Yes, 10-cent beer night. And with 2 minutes left, let's not forget, coaches, even if they have remaining challenges, cannot challenge. In my mind, that's a flaw in the system, because if I'm Jacksonville or if I'm Cleveland and an appropriate play comes up and there is a breakdown in communication system, then the coach should be able to challenge.
And keep in mind that only the commissioner can cancel the game. The officials can suspend it. Only the commissioner or the league president can cancel it. And again, the commissioner said, play it out. All right, folks. Wow, TB, nice explanation. Some of you will go to local news.
You don't even
Others
know
will
it.
come back to hear the blonde bomber go through his highlights.
You are so money. Hey, Scotty.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
The creators of That 70s Show invite you to return to a different time when love was a battlefield.
I go both ways, too, so I understand your needs.
Ew!
Material Girls ruled.
Is this your Lionel Richie section? Let me think. P-U-R.
And nothing succeeded like excess.
It's a portable phone!
Get ready.
How do you get it to stand up?
How do you get it to stand up?
For That